Hey, my most amazing art students, it's Mrs. Smith. I'm outside by my trash bins because today we're going to be doing some recycled projects using toilet paper rolls, maybe some cardboard. So this is what you're going to need. As I cover up the camera with my hand. Okay. Paper towel roll. I just need one for this. So if you don't have a paper towel roll, just get a couple of toilet paper rolls. And if you don't have those saved because you threw them away, start saving them and then come back to this video. Scissors. If you have a hot glue gun, that works best. A lot of you guys told me that you're allowed to use these. I'm sure your parents have them. If you're not allowed, make sure you ask permission and your parents can help you while you do this, okay? And then we're going to look for a piece of cardboard. Let's look in the recycling bin here. Let's see here. Open this sucker up. What do we got? Oh, look, a pizza box. I can use this. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna cut off one of these squares and use this as my canvas, okay? All right, so stay tuned. It's gonna be awesome.
Go.
Okay, we're gonna take one paper towel roll and we're gonna cut it into little pieces. You need 13 pieces for this really cool cross that we're gonna make. So, you don't want them super thick, kind of thin like this. You need to do it about 13 times. If you flatten out your tube, it kind of helps you cut. Or you can just have your parents do this part for you. So kind of cut it down to 13 pieces. If you want to paint it ahead of time, like let's say you want to paint this whole thing, you know, kind of like this, then cut it, that would be quicker. I'm just going to do it in the plain color, okay? So once you get your 13 tubes, you can start arranging them to make really cool pictures. I'm going to show you a cross, but I'm also going to show you how to make like a flower, right? Because don't these kind of look like petals? So for my cross, I'm going to start with an X, and I'm just going to kind of arrange it before I start gluing to see kind of how much space I need for my background. So see how this is already looking pretty cool. This one's a little taller, but that's okay. Ready, 3 down here? Is that too many? No, that's good. Okay, so we have 3 on the bottom and then 2 on the side and 2 up here. I love that. And that doesn't really look like toilet paper rolls, to me, at least. Okay, so if you're gonna glue them, you're going to get your hot glue gun or have your parents do this, and you're just gonna start putting little, can you see that? Just kind of a little dollop on the top and hold it. You see how I'm not touching the glue at all? I'm just using my fingers to touch. If you have tape, hon, could you hand me that tape real quick? You could also take little pieces of tape and do it also if you don't have glue. See how I have these little thin strips? So you could kind of go like this. You know, you could tape the little intersections like that. So I'm gonna use hot glue just to kind of get it set. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. When you put your hot glue, you kind of want to wait until it's dry. So you kind of want to hold it and count to like 10 or 20. 20 is better, but it just takes a little time. And see, I could put my hands on the inside here because it's already cooled off. And hello, there it is. Okay. Then we have our X. It goes like this. And I'm going to do a little bit of the X, and then you guys can follow along and then we'll check back. So a little bit here, right? It's also nice to have it kind of on a flat surface and not try to hold it in the air while you do it. A little glue here, a little glue here. Hot glue will peel off of hard surfaces. The only surface it won't come out of is fabric or cloth or like carpet, so don't do this on your rug, okay? So yeah, we're gonna put this guy here and then a little bit on this point, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's all done, okay? All right, my cross is glued together, it's dry. If you have any weird glue strings or glue spider webs, you can, that's what I call them, pull them away, and you can decide if you are going to spray paint this and like hang it on your wall. I'm just gonna take this into the grass and spray paint it because I have some leftover spray paint. So that's what's next. We are in the grass. I have a piece of tissue paper from wrapping gifts. I have my cardboard cross, and I have some spray paint. Again, if you don't feel comfortable with spray paint, moms and dads and kids, paint it ahead of time or color it with markers ahead of time, and then cut it up, and then you're done. You don't even have to worry about this. I just like spray painting because it's easy and it doesn't take long. Do this on grass, not on concrete, because if it accidentally gets on the grass, you can cut your grass and then you don't see it. I'm gonna let it dry and then hang it on my wall. Sweet. Okay, let me show you what I've done. I've taken some toilet paper tubes and paper towel tubes and painted them. I picked about 4 colors that I like and then kind of painted them, coordinating. My daughter helped me do this cool ombre effect. And then I'm going to take that pizza box that I had and paint it. So we need like a background color. You could just leave it totally plain, or we can just paint the whole thing, you know, so it doesn't have these weird grease spots on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish painting this and let it dry, and then we are going to heat up our glue gun and get our scissors and start assembling our cool sculpture. All right, so now we're going to glue our tube sculptures to our background base that has already dried. I went ahead and cut some slits in this one so that he will be a little more sturdy. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue. If you don't have glue, you can just tape this down, because you don't necessarily need glue for this part because the tubes will stick together without glue, but you kind of want to get your base, which is these tubes that touch the bottom, kind of in place so that your thing doesn't fall over, you know what I mean? And then this one, I can cut slits in it, or I can just try and put a little glue on the bottom. Like that. Kind of count to 10 or 20. And then I think instead of putting this one down, because that's pink onto pink, I'm going to put this one. Maybe I'll cut slits in this guy. It's about 4. And then you fan them out. See? The more slits, the see, this little flap here is a little too big. I'm gonna cut one more. It should make it, see right here? There we go. So maybe a few more. Okay. I'm gonna fan that out. That looks nice. And I'm gonna put this one maybe back here, like that. Okay, now this guy, I went ahead and cut some deep slits, just 2. And I didn't cut them directly across from each other. As you can see, it's kind of like about 3 finger width apart. And then this can slide onto one of your other tubes. So I don't really necessarily need glue for this part. Let me see. Okay, see like that? And that's standing on that one. Oops, I just pulled it out. Okay, and then we can decide, where do we want these? Do we want this one to go on here and this one maybe like this? You can kind of figure it out how you want it to go. I think I'm gonna put some slits in this one. Again, about 3 finger spaces apart. And if you have a lot of toilet paper rolls, then you can make a really cool, epic sculpture. But for me, I only had a few. Okay, so maybe this one can go here. And then maybe I will put this one up on here, like this. See how you kind of just fit it in there? You know it would look pretty cool? Let me put one slit in here. Maybe this can kind of go. Well, hold on, I need one more. You just kind of play around with it. Here, I like that. Maybe I'll put this one here, and then we'll be done. All right. Let me know how your sculptures turn out, boys and girls. See you next time.